Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kinkoi Golden Time, Ayaka / Jogasaki's route.
Yep, unlike about, I don't know, what, 2 episodes ago, where we went through about 45-50 minutes without her.
And then the brief period where we were on Chieka's route.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. And odd. It's not that kind of game, but it almost was. And then it was time to go home. We met up just as agreed. And when I got there...
Hey, second-year girl B.
It had occurred to me now that Reina had said I had plans to go window shopping today. I really should have assumed that since she only ever planned to look rather than shop, she'd be going in a group rather than alone. She had us to go along with her group, and for that matter... Well, somebody's excited. Princess Smile was equally effective on most women, too. I had to think about that for a second. It's like, oh yeah, it's her signature move.
Mm-hmm.
Although one portion of their group was immune. Either way, she created a situation that made it impossible for anyone to outright say they wouldn't be going anymore. Myself included. We got out of the limo that was about as long as a bus.
シルビー関連でリムジンは何度か乗ったけど、今日のは一番すごかった。
10人乗りですからね。ある程度の大きさにはなってしまいます。
That was massive enough for 40 people.
Dang. We set out for town together.
クルスクラウン様と買い物ができるだなんて。ねえねえ、お姫様っていつもどんなお店行くの？マストで気になる。
Usually food shops.
ことはないもんね。仕立て屋任せで。
I believe that.
だからよく私が選んであげるんだ。GU とかスマムラとかで。スマムラって？ええんかいお姫様にスマムラって。
The girls from class were acting relatively reserved around Sylvie, but Reina was doing a great job acting as a buffer. They were all bursting with energy and having a great time. And then there was her.
Almost all.
It wasn't as if I wasn't having fun myself. But since I couldn't get into their same enthusiastic mindset, I wound up taking a step back and found myself matching the stride of a certain someone else in the same predicament.
Glad we had this talk.
Well, you could cut the tension with a knife. Do you have a knife?
You know she has a knife.
自然と姫様とクラスの方々5名、私、市松殿、城ヶ崎殿の3名に分かれましたが、空気が死んでる。
True story.
いいな、落ち着きなさいエロいな。カバレルの名を継ぐ私にパニックはない。この死んだ空気、温めてみせる。
Oh no, she actually is going to bring out the knife.
Oh no.
城ヶ崎殿もウィンドウショッピングですか？何かめぼしいものでも。
別に。ナナコがどうしてもと言うから付き合っただけよ。正直、来たのを後悔しているわ。
Wow, that's the first time Ella has ever reacted like that.
Of course, it would be in a social
季
situation.
節殿、楽しんでおられますか？
I just wanted to get some exercise. I'm not really interested in shopping. But if Sylvie's happy, then I'm happy. If Sylvie's having fun, then so can I, no matter what the circumstances may be.
ち
寒い。マイナス40度の雪中行軍すら経験したこの私がこの陽気で寒気がするだと？
That's impressive and terrifying. It kind of looked like Ella-san was shivering to herself. She was probably being considerate due to the ice-cold mood between Jogasaki and I. This was just how things were whenever Jogasaki and I were together. Neither I nor Jogasaki were angry. The mood wasn't awful out of disgust or anything. This was nothingness. There was nothing between us. Neither of us felt anything, which meant there was no need to talk either. We both knew that this would cause the least trouble between us. And so, there was nothing. If I had to name absolutely anything that had me curious,
It's how that place is open until 2600 hours.
that's been the ongoing question. It really has. It would be all that stuff about marriage I'd heard yesterday.
ねえねえ、クレープ食べる？
I think we broke Ella.
Yep, she's gone.
あーし、甘いもん行きたくなってきた。行っちゃう？行っちゃう？食べちゃおう。ウェイウェイウェイ。
Medic.
What's gotten into you?
Once Ella-san learned of that nothingness, she glitched out.
空気を温めるべく妃殿を真似てみたのですが、
Oh, that's what that was.
5 out of 10.
私そんな風に見られてるんだ。
I mean, a little bit.
It's not entirely wrong. Honestly, I kind of thought she was going a little bit more Sylvie, but I.
シルビーやお宅の騎士さん、私のことちょびっとだけバカにしてるよね。怒らないであげて。エルはありのままの誰かを愛することができるけれど、それを表に出すのが得意ではないの。
すいません、本当すいません。
ああ、モノマネはともかく。見て回るよりクレープ先に行こっか。後で甘いものは行く予定だったし。ですわね。カバリリョさんがご提案くださったんですもの。大事にしたいですわ。クレープって単語聞いたらマストでそういう気分になってきたしね。
I can't argue
Still
that.
never had one.
It's worth trying. Highly recommend. With Ella-san's honorable defeat, it seemed our next destination had been set. Crêpes, huh? That might be preferable to looking at clothes. All the same, this was veering in an unexpected direction. Generally speaking, crepe shops didn't have that much indoor dining space. Certainly not enough seats for 8 for that matter. The only spaces open were at the counter or seating for 6. Reina's little group naturally took up 5 seats. I headed for the counter.
ねえねえエルチン、もう一回私の真似やって。ウェイウェイって言ってみて。
勘弁して。
Oh no. Ella-san got dragged over with them. We were split up, 6 to 2.
ウェイウェイウェイウェイ。
もう殺してください。
Please kill me too. Seriously.
These really are great.
そうね。味には文句ないわ。
Harsh.
Let's see. Oh, it says they're having a Valentine's fair. They're a little on the cheap side because of it. winter's the best time to go to sweet shops because of events like these. I'm sure they also have specials for White Day and stuff.
そう
Oh, what's this? A romantic set and obligation set. They have a set with a huge pile of chocolate crepes.
そう
I knew this was one of those times you'd use the phrase a lost cause.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Jogasaki, have any plans to give a Valentine to anyone?
ああいう男にこびるようなイベントは嫌いよ
Of course you do.
Suck up? Well, actually, I guess the obligatory kind would be sucking up to some extent.
More so than sucking up, it was part of a culture of enjoying pointless gifts to smooth over personal relationships.
そうねだから義理チョコを誰かに渡すことは死んでもないと思うわ
If you were to give out any, it'd be the romantic kind.
Hmm? She was hard-pressed for an answer all of a sudden. What the?
What's wrong?
別に
Is there someone you'd like to give romantic chocolate to?
あなたに言う必要ありまして
Oh, sorry.
I didn't mean to ask. But wow! That was unexpected! Jogasaki had someone like that in her life? Not that it was significant in any way. Jogasaki started to give off a grouchy aura, so I wasn't about to poke the bear any more than I already had. We were once again shrouded in nothingness and silently bit into our crepes.
By the way, so that's what a crepe is.
Yes. Sort of.
I don't know if in real life they look as awesome, but in this CG they look great.
It depends on where you get them. Then...
なんかこっち暗いね
Oh, you just now noticed. This rude woman offered a helping hand.
ど市松くん楽しんでる
The crepes are delicious.
何食べてるのジャコナットなんでゲテモノに走った
I'm a weird guy.
True story.
Don't call it weird, I wasn't in the mood for anything sweet.
まあ商品になってる以上ある程度は美味しいんだろうけどやっぱクレープはジャムたっぷりフルーツたっぷり生クリームてんこ盛りでしょねえ綾香そうね
Jogasaki silently ate her strawberry-flavored crepe filled with simple strawberry float-flavored ice cream.
I wonder if she really believes that,
フロート
or she just wants to
絶対おす
contradict
すめ
us.
Honestly, it's hard to say, but I also don't think she would eat something that she doesn't like.
No, I meant, but in general.
Well, maybe.
クレープの中にアイスを入れるという発想はあまりなくて珍しいわでも冬に食べるのはイマージだったかしらあ
I wasn't especially close to Kaga, meaning Monaco, so it was only natural that these two would end up talking instead. I considered it a bailout. I wish they'd leave me alone. Especially Jogasaki, the kind of woman I'd never have a single urge to ever be involved with.
綾香やっぱ暗いねなんかあった暗い
But then their topic headed in a more interesting direction.
レイナ心配してたよ様子が変だって今日誘ったのもそのためだし
That was a hidden motive behind their thoughtfulness?
別にこのクラスは持ち前のものだわ
She was a downbeat person. But the look on her face suggested there was more to it.
またおじいちゃんに言われたの結婚しろ的な
I never expected this subject to come up now. I couldn't help but listen in now. However, the conversation went into an even more interesting and surprising direction than I had imagined.
綾香立場弱いもんね城ヶ崎家じゃもらわれっ子だからって遠慮しちゃダメだよ嫌なら嫌って言わなきゃ 別に遠慮なんてしていないわ。おじいさまのことは尊敬しているし、あの方も私のことは大事にしてくださってる。おじいさまがおっしゃるなら、それが正しいはず。結婚しろと言われれば、するべきだわ。
All of this talk about marriage was swiftly gaining sincerity. That was a thing too, but what stuck out more to me was they took her in? She was adopted?
おい、メゴチン。クレープおかわり行く？行く。
Kaga stuck around just long enough to make waves before going back.
So, you remember a long time ago. This was not even in this one, this was in the previous game.
Mm-hmm.
I said it would be hilarious if Jogasaki was not originally, like, of that class.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would make sense. I guess that does explain a lot about her. Jogasaki and I were alone again. But there was clearly no way we could pretend nothing happened this time. She was adopted? Did that mean...
ええ、そうよ。幼女。小さい頃に城ヶ崎にもらわれたわ。生まれつきのお嬢様じゃ、貴族じゃないの。生まれはあなたと同じ庶民。
Okay.
I mean, go on.
I just made a little bit of a connection while you were laughing at her expense. I realized that makes sense as to why she was going to the neighborhood association thing, and why she and Ouro knew each other for a while, because they were in the same area. And then when she got whisked away to the Jogasakis...
That's when she ended up in the giant palatial estate 30 minutes away.
Well, and then on top of that, that also would explain why he doesn't make the connection. Number one, because she doesn't look like the girl with the swirly glasses anymore. And number two, because her name was different.
And also, it's just completely different class. You would not associate the person who's always going on about how much commoners suck to have been a commoner.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
それが何か？
I didn't say a word.
She quickly turned away. So her nasty attitude was acquired? Damn. Wow. She was adopted, huh? It wasn't like it changed my opinion of her in any way. But...
Jogasaki?
何？
Your ice cream's melting.
She'd gone a while without taking a bite, and the ice cream had started to melt and dribble. She dug in from the bottom up in a panic. This subject had apparently jostled her too.
こぼさずに済んだ。
何？
まだ何か？
She'd eaten from such a forced angle that she had cream on the side of her mouth. You've got ice cream on you. As if I could say that when things were so awkward. Oh, what to do?
何？何ですか？
Yikes. I must have been giving her a really bizarre look and ticked her off.
何なんですか？庶民の出でありながら、いつも偉そうな私が滑稽とでも言いたいので？さしずめ、成金とでも？言いたければ言いなさい。何とでも呼ぶがいいわ。
Hang on a second. This was crazy. Jogasaki had snapped with cream on her cheeks. This had gotten entertaining. But if I laughed now, she would flip her lid even worse. Don't laugh me. No laughing.
何なんですか、その顔は！
Keeping quiet only made her more angry. Damn it. Damned if I did. Damned if I didn't. Oh, what should I do?
ほら、あのね、このどら焼きミックスってすごく美味しいのが。あら？あやか？はい。
Incidentally, they ran out of crepes. We headed outside. What, is she mad because we didn't tell her she had cream on her face? Well, if it wasn't that, it'd be something else.
Well, later. Never mind.
なぜ彩香はさっきから不機嫌なの？
I don't know. She was like that when we first saw her in like episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even begin to tell you. The only thing I know for sure is that it isn't my fault.
This time. In this one single case, she was the one who self-destructed. Better leave well enough alone.
ちょっと食べ過ぎた。グルスクラウンさん、10個くらい食べてたけど、お腹大丈夫？
Oh, she'll be hungry in an hour.
甘いものとしょっぱいものがあるといくらでも食べられちゃうわね。あの食べっぷりであのウエスト、素敵です。
Meanwhile, somewhere, you see a single ice cream tear drop from Kuro-chan's eye.
でも引きずられて私らは食べ過ぎたよ。ねえ、もうショッピングよくない？マストで時間なくなってきたし。だね。東の方がもう暗いわ。
今日はお開きにしましょうか。早く帰りたい。早く帰って寝たい。今日のことは全て夢だったと思いたい。
お迎えに上がりました。
That massive limo made its way over again. Also, Borolacoche. But
大通りの方が本当ですか？
The navigator looked upset by something they had heard on their cell phone. Oh, we know, Exana, come on.
隊長、エロイナ隊長、よろしいですか？
どうしました？私なんかをまだ隊長と呼んでくれるんですか？
はい、大通りが事故で渋滞しているそうです。抜けるにはかなりかかるかと。
あらあら。
この車では学園に戻るには一度大通りに出なくてはなりません。寮に戻るには 2,3 時間かかりますな。
Huh. Such horrible maneuverability that it's effectively useless, huh?
小さい車数台を回すには
シルビア様がおられる以上タクシーというわけにもいきませんし、同じくらい時間がかかります。
We were running out of ways to make it home.
2、3時間か。歩いた方が早そう。みんな、両組は歩いて帰ろっか。
よろしいですか？
そうしていただけると助かります。領事館に戻るだけなら大通りは避けられますので。
歩きなら30分もかからないし、食べ過ぎの腹ごなしにちょうど良さそうですわ。むしろマストでカロリー使いたいよね。歩きますか。
姫様は違います。
Aw, poor Sylvie.
申し訳ございません皆様。最後までお見送りもできずに。
いいっていいって。
With all of that settled, the boarders decided to walk back.
ちょっと食べ過ぎだったし、デブブの虫退治にはちょうどいい運動だよね。
You'll need to walk about 100 times further to burn off those calories.
黙れ小僧。曇りなき眼で見なくていい真実もあるんだ。
Well, excuse me.
I wound up sticking with Reina on the way back, so there were no awkward silences to worry about. Jogasaki was still gloomy, but Kaga and the rest were chatty enough that I didn't need to say anything. On top of it,
あれ、暗くなっちった。
The sun went down.
the trees were dense on this hill, so it instantly went dim the second the sun started to set.
うふふ、寒くなりそう。しゃあね、こっからは走ろっか。
That came out of nowhere.
急じゃないっしょ。最初そういう話だったっしょ。
I guess she was right. It felt like such a long time ago.
まあ寒いし、そうしますか。早く帰りたいですしね。
おーし走るぞ。
I was waiting for Akane to pop up. I knew she was going to be out here.
なんか出た。
走るという単語が聞こえたので来ました。
Go back where you came from, first year.
私が先導しますので行きましょう皆さん。
I missed that joke.
シャダッシュ。私が先導しますよ。よし、ゴーゴー。
All of the girls got pumped up and broke out into a sprint.
待ってよ。
She was one of the girls too. Everyone else took off running, and I followed up at the end.
Someone reasonably fast has to take the rear when you're in a row like this to make sure nobody slowers get left behind on their own. As the only guy here, I'm also taking the rear.
Foreshadowing?
Basically, we got left behind because you're too slow. You're so slow, it's almost terrifying.
Good. Let the hate fuel you. Gaga was one of the slowest out of the bunch, and I couldn't even see her anymore. I knew Jogasaki's reflexes were awful, but she was slow too.
Your rhythm?
Your rhythm. In the breathing. Intervals. Inga-dinga-durgan.
I have no idea why that happened.
It happens.
Your rhythm and breathing intervals while you run are flawless. Your running technique isn't wrong, and it's not like your shoes are bad or anything. How can a living creature be so slow in spite of all of that? Maybe running is a behavior that science hasn't fully caught up to yet? Man.
Oh well. From here it ought to be a 5-minute run to the dorm, so it was hardly an issue. Things wouldn't take a turn for the awkward as long as we kept moving. Unless she collapses. Jogasaki was the only one uneasy since she was effectively keeping me waiting.
Not gonna happen. That would be a huge waste because a certain high-class lady is too frustrated to take a gentleman's kind offer. Oh my goodness. Nobles sure are prideful, aren't they? To think you could so carelessly trample on another person's heart. Not just for being slow.
Yep.
That's just your own guilty conscience talking. If you can't accept kindness from others, then who's really the crude one here?
Oh. I could 100% win any verbal argument right now. Besides, I got her to pick up the pace. That seemed to light a fire under her. We made it to the dorm in no time. Reina and the rest were already inside, and they waved to us upon our arrival. Alright, time to head in.
What's wrong, Jogasaki?
なんでもないわよ。ご心配いただきどうも。
She thanked me for guarding the rear and went inside. No matter how irritated she got, she refused to be impolite. She really was a rich girl at her core. Clang.
What happened?
I guess her vision still sucks. It was only a 3-step climb in front of the entryway, and she suddenly crouched down while holding her leg.
Oh, I thought she like birded herself on like a glass door.
That would have been funnier.
Look, I've done that in real life.
That's the power of Windex. Pfft. Had she hid it?
なんでもない。
She practically took off running to get away. Had that short of a run worn her out physically? Couldn't be. Maybe.
おかえり。
Yep.
I went in. There was a glare in my eyes from running out in the dark. I kind of liked this sensation, although for no real reason. Whew. That last part had been kind of unique, contributing to an unexpectedly fun day. Although it had given me a lot to think about. Oh yeah.
Hey, Ria, you here?
あ
I discovered something else you and Jogasaki have in common. Actually, she's right
Is
here.
in the room.
いきなり陰口ですか。これだから庶民は下劣ね。
You were here?
That scared me. She hadn't even changed. She must have hightailed it straight to Ria's room.
You got here awfully quickly. What's up? Did you come to tell her how cool of a gentleman I was for taking up the rear?
何お前ら、一緒だったの？
I was guarding her backside.
何が守ったよ。偉そうに。何があったんだよ。勝手に人様の背後に立って、独りよがりなペースを私に押し付けてきただけじゃない。あんなんで私が喜ぶと思ってるのかしら。
No, but we weren't worrying about your happiness.
I made sure to match your speed. You were panting so much that I went nice and slow for you.
こっちがヘトヘトになったのは同じです。
This couldn't possibly be misconstrued.
Don't worry about it. She's in a bad mood because I caught her in a compromising position earlier.
あのことはもう言わないでくださる？大体あなたのせいじゃない。あなたのせいで顔に白いドロドロがついたんだから。
Context clues are important.
That only happened because you weren't paying attention to where you were licking.
あなたがやれと言ったんじゃない。
I just told you it was gonna spill.
結局何があったんだ。エロいことなんて全然知らない清純派の俺にはお前らの言葉を聞いても何一つわからん。
Don't sweat it. She's always angry.
なんですって？ああ、それはこいつに賛成。
Oh.
喧嘩するなら出てけ。俺は飯にするから。
Oh, nice. What are you having?
今日はシンプルに焼きおにぎり。
Awesome. I had a natto and sardine crêpe, so I could go for some rice myself. Let me have some.
いいよ。お前準備な。
On it.
I opened the freezer and got dinner prep underway.
また栄養が偏ってる。野菜類はないの？野菜類は。
I had natto.
1、納豆は野菜じゃない。2、あなたの栄養は死ぬほどどうでもいい。
What are you on about, Jogasaki? You gonna have any?
I stopped short just as I was about to open the package of frozen food. There were at least 2 packs of fried onigiri, each with 3 servings. 1 pack would be enough for Ria and me, with her eating 2 of the 3 onigiri. However, I would need to open up the other package if Jogasaki wanted any.
いらないわよ。さっきのでお腹いっぱい。
You sure?
It hadn't been enough for a guy like me, but I guess a single crepe was plenty for a girl. Ria and I would eat alone. Better get them ready.
Wait, why are you here then?
I had a reason to stick around, but Jogasaki made no attempt to leave for whatever reason.
いいじゃない。リアに用があるのよ。悪い？
You're fine, but why don't you at least go change?
あなたに心配されることじゃありません。
I was sure she'd worked up a sweat from all that exercise earlier.
Go take a shower.
別に私の勝手でしょ。
Don't be stubborn, I'm sure you're drenched.
とりあえずお前らが精神的にセックスしてきたのは分かった。
She jumped down my throat no matter what I said or did. Whatever. It was her call to make, so I may as well focus on my dinner.
焼きおにぎりってさ、このさ、パリポリって外側の部分がほんと好き。
I know what you mean.
シェアしね。俺がパリパリの部分だけ食べるから、お前は中のふわふわの部分だけ食べるの。
I know, but I like the crunchy part too.
ち、ごちそうしがいのねえやつ。
And you're greedy. I guess I could trade if you want, though. I also like the soft inside.
いいん？
Let me flip this around and ask, will you be satisfied? The crisp outside is basically just a rice cracker. Eating it inside and all is what makes it fried onigiri.
俺の負けだ。パリパリで食べ始めてふかふかにいって、最後またパリパリに戻る。これでこそ焼きおにぎりだ。
It's a strike in favor of loving fried onigiri the way it's meant to be.
ああ、勉強になったぜ。サンキュー。
この二人のノリはよくわからないわ。
Ah.
まあ。
Want some?
別に。食いたいならいいぞ、食っても。まだたくさんあるよな。
Enough to make you shirk back at the inside of her freezer. You buy way too much fried onigiri and nothing else.
年末に冷凍庫が空いたから、改めて好きなものから詰めてったらついさ。
What can you do? I can help you starting tomorrow.
ノーサンキューだ。勝手に食うな。俺が食いたい時になかったりしたらおるぞ、てめえ。
Okay, in fairness, the last time, Sylvie was involved.
だから食いたいなら食えよ。
食べたいわけじゃないったら。あなたたち、随分と仲がいいのね。
Yeah, more or less.
Rhea and I shared meals a lot these days. We got along perfectly well.
Rhea does say that meals taste awful without me.
ケータリングで食いたいもんがある時、こいつがいると便利なんだよ。頼んだり受け取ったりしてくれて。
そういう意味。つまり友達とかそういうのじゃないのね。料理当番、ご飯だけの付き合いなのね。
いや、友達は友達。
Nah.
なあ。
We carried on with our meal with this cranky woman between us.
ところでさっきなんて言いかけたん？
What do you mean?
入ってきた時、俺と彩香の共通点がどうのって。
Oh, yeah, just what it sounds like. You're both the opposite of athletic.
俺は運動音痴なんじゃなくて、生まれた時から運動したことないんだっつーの。
I guess you got me there.
That may have been poorly phrased on my part.
Have you ever worked out before, Jogasaki? It's really concerning how slow you are, and it made me wonder if you had a reason for not being able to exercise.
あります。
あるか？中学の頃にはもう体育サボり魔だったのに。
She did?
俺とこいつが話すようになったのそれだぜ。毎回サボり仲間。
Oh, really?
Huh. Jogasaki, don't tell me.
はい。
This felt wrong after how horribly I had teased her for not being athletic. But if she skipped constantly, she might have a similar reason to Rhea for not being able to exercise. I only brought up Rhea's illness because she was personally okay with it, but as for Jogasaki...
心配すんな。そいつのは純然たるサボりだ。
Oh, okay then.
サボり言うな。体育と聞くと体調が悪くなったのよ。動悸が早まって嫌な汗をかいて。
I think that's what PE is supposed to do. Those were the excuses of a kid who hated to exercise. That's why I said it, because I also was a kid who hated to exercise.
でも水泳とか溺れたり怪我の危険があるスポーツ以外は極力参加はしていたわ。卓球とか。
For a truant, she was diligent in the oddest of ways.
そうそう、初めて声かけてきたのはプールの授業の時だっけ。ガチで入れなくてプールサイドで見学してる俺にサボリマが声かけてきたんだ。
Huh, so your friendship sparked from cutting class. Nah, there's no telling what you'll find in the world.
友情。
For a second, Jogasaki was about to say something. What was it?
ちなみに運動神経以外にも一つ共通点があるんだけど、わかるか？
リア。
隠すほどのことじゃねえだろ。
Jogasaki didn't seem opposed enough to make a fuss over it either. Something else in common? That would have to be... Oh, hello.
Ah!
Alright,
Oh man.
since you have such a particular level of love for Jogasaki, I will let this be your choice.
I'm trying to think of what the funniest has got to be nasty personalities, right? Because we're gonna get a response from Ria.
Probably. Is that your final answer?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Your nasty personalities.
ああ、それも正解。
You know, we should have realized that Ria was going to take that in stride.
ちなみにその場合、お前も仲間だな。
Oh, touche.
True enough. We're the three amigos.
仲間だ。
We're amigos, Jogasaki. You and I are comrades now.
うざいノリに付き合わせないでくださる？
Quiet, come here. Bam.
Bam? Oh.
Her ability to play along is even worse than her personality.
つまり俺との共通点ではないわけだな。正解教えてやれよ。
Despite acting reluctant, Jogasaki wasn't upset enough to oppose her and went quiet.
What is it?
That's not being that quiet. She was staring like crazy.
見えた。安っぽいトレーナーですこと。I am a one。どういう意味？
I just bought it because it was cheap.
She read the writing off the shirt I had on. Why the dismal look just to read that? Oh, now it made sense.
I am a one って書いてあるのか？そのトレーナ
Yeah.
ー。読めなかった。そのシルエットちょくちょく着てるよな、それ。
Pretty often since I moved here anyway. It fits the temperature in the dorm pretty well.
I was positive she had seen this shirt tons of times, but Ria apparently had never read it. That was to be expected. She could make out contours, but had a horrible time perceiving anything that didn't give off light. In a similar vein, Jogasaki hadn't read my shirt until right this very moment either. That could only mean...
So you have weak eyesight too.
弱いってのは違うな。単純に悪いだけ。
視力は 0.01。
Ooh.
メガネがないと日常生活も厳しいわ。
Yeah, that's bad.
Wow.
I didn't see that one coming.
Neither did she. But glasses?
自室や友達と勉強するとき以外はかけないわよ。もちろん。普段はコンタクト。
That is exactly what I was thinking.
ハードすぎる
Yeah,
生
otherwise
活
I'd be
よ。
like, how would she really
よく
see?
落ちて困るわ。
She just stumbles around.
I was thinking a sonic wave from the mouth.
Well, she does screech a lot, so that might work. There, got a pretty good look at you. That was when I realized it.
You don't have them in right now?
落としたの。
Ah.
She had smacked her foot when she got home earlier. She'd been normal up until we got to the crepe place and could easily read off the menu, which meant
They came out while you were running?
でしょうね。真っ暗で気づかなかったわ。誰かさんがせかすから。
Sorry.
it seemed she had lost them when she raced back to the dorm.
で、2階にすら上がれないんだとさ。階段が怖いとかで。
Ah,
That's why you haven't gotten changed.
うるさいわね。仕方ないじゃない。危ないのよ。ここまで何も見えないと。
ま、俺も目が悪くて1階にしてもらってるから、なんも言えねえけどさ。
Ah.
Mina-chan and I were one thing, but I had wondered why Rhea used a first floor room reserved for guests. I guess that was one mystery solved. Stairs were extremely dangerous when your vision fell below a certain standard and made accidents far more common. It probably wouldn't pose any problem if you only used them every now and again, and if you were careful. However, you'd likely use them every day if you lived on an upper floor, so it made sense not to make a huge fuss over staying on the ground floor.
部屋に戻ったところで替えのコンタクトはないし。いいわよね、リア。今晩は泊めてもらって。明日になったら家の者に替えを届けてもらうから。
はいはい。
It had to be better to stay at a close friend's place rather than force her way up to the second floor just to force herself back down tomorrow. That was all fine and well, but... As the one who'd rushed her, I did feel responsible for Jogasaki losing her contacts.
Should I go look for them?
いらないわ。この暗さで見つけるなんて無理だろうし。見つかっても落とした時点でもう使えない。
Because they were hard contact lenses, huh?
I could carry you up to your room and then back down tomorrow, maybe?
I'm sure that would go well.
変態。
Heartless.
気を使ってくださってるなら結構よ。落としたのは私のミスだわ。
She quickly whipped away from me. Although I felt responsible, I wasn't in any substantial way. Would she just think I was annoying if I tried to meddle much further? I'd better not harp on it too much.
別に止めるのはいいけど。メガネはこういう緊急時のために持ってるよな。
持ってる。こちらに来て一度も使っていないから、クローゼットの奥で探さなきゃいけないの。
And that would be a tall order when she couldn't see.
If that's how it is, why not have someone look for you? I would probably be a bad choice. But what about Reina or Kaga?
嫌よ。クローゼットの中のあれを人に見られたら。
Oh, your Hey Arnold-esque
Oh.
shrine to us?
You know what? Yeah. When I actually think about it, she has a lot in common with Helga, except likes us less.
Mm-hmm. What in the world did she have in there?
やれやれ。久しぶりに見たかったんだけどな。綾香のあのぐるぐるメガネ姿。
Swirly glasses?
すげえ度が強いから、瓶底っつーな。あんな感じ。
Wow. People actually wear those kinds of glasses? You can't help but picture those old school students who just failed their entrance exams wearing them.
うるさいわね。小さい頃からあれだったから慣れがあるのよ。
ま、変に似合ってはいたけどな。こっちこっちのお前には。
彼が似合うって言ってくれたから変えたくないの。
は？
なんでもない。
Something had her upset, so I'd better not say a word. Swirly glasses. I had a friend who wore those back in the day when I was little too. I had comforted her by saying they looked good on her a lot since she seemed to have a complex over them.
Anyway, I get the situation. Jogasaki's staying over here tonight.
And instead of voicing that and making a connection, here we are.
Yep.
ああ、 夜中変な音出すなよ。
No promises.
No promise. I know, lay off.
ん
Man, everybody here has terrible eyesight except for me, huh?
I think that includes both of us too, actually.
Yeah, in real life, that absolutely does.
Mhm.
In real life, I'm just Daredevil.
I'm not that bad, but I had surgery, so, you know. I don't know what this is. I just imagining it being like Doodle Bob.
That's exactly what I was thinking, too.
Ahoy, Minoi!
That's how I read the last part. It's honestly how I read it, and I was like, wait, that's not what it is.
Well, I guess I'll try taking a whack at this. Let's see. Ooh-ah. Meow. I don't know.
You know what? It's a valid choice.
I agree.
Okay, that's actually a good reaction. That's
a fair response. Yeah.
俺は一応角度によっては見えてるからな。変顔してるかどうかくらい。
Oh, I see. That clarifies it.
Oops. Weren't the faces I just made funny, though?
Nobody knows.
見て面白いって思えるほどくっきり見えるわけでもないんだよ。
何をやってるんだか。
No idea.
金色ラブリッチェ。ゴールデンタイム。
Back to this scene.
嘘。
I guess we get to see what happens when they met each other. But, unfortunately, that's going to have to wait for the next episode. Sorry. I know, cliffhangers, they suck. Well, that was funny. It was a hilarious yet very uncomfortable episode in many regards. Although, not nearly as bad for anybody except for Ella. I think Ella probably got the most awkward part of the entire...
Yeah.
Aw.
I will say, and this has been true basically always, including in the first game, in Ria's route. I like Jogasaki a lot more if she's part of the three-way dynamic with us and Ria.
You know, I do too. It balances out really nicely because Ria's a good common link between the two. Even though they have a common link, they just, neither of them know it.
Yeah.
And like so many times.
I'm still waiting for them to figure it out and how Jogasaki will react.
Oh, it's going to be hilarious. I guarantee it. She's just going to be complete... Because we kind of had a little bit of a preview of that in the last game, where she was just like, wait, what? But that was a different timeline.
Yeah, and we never got to see how it fully played out other than the fact that she ended up tutoring him.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
But, like, it makes her... Also, her originally being a commoner.
Mm-hmm.
It does make her a more interesting character. It definitely does.
I agree. I think it's really fascinating that she did have that commoner background. It makes me wonder what her circumstances were that led to her adoption, though, you know?
Yeah.
Because was it a situation where she was in a foster family kind of and honestly, it may not get into that kind of depth. We really don't know, because I think it's more about how she met Ria and also her relationship with Ouro back in his Ichi days.
Yeah.
So we may not get into that kind of depth, but I'm sure that the conflicts with her adopted family are going to be central to the plot later on. I'm excited to see how it plays out, though. I enjoyed the rapport between her and Ouro in this episode a lot, actually. Because she was still...
Yeah, because he basically just flipped the script on her.
Yep. Because that's the best way to do it, especially when she's not in a good position to snipe back. Well, thank you all for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you in the next one, where we find out some more about Jogasaki. Oh boy. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.